Oh no!
Doc Owen here. Once again, we're going to be looking at some DC Direct product. Today, we're going to be looking at the Deputy Lanterns from the Black Lantern series, or Blackest Night series, Series 8, with Luthor for Avarice and for Fear, Scarecrow. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at Scarecrow first. You can see he's got his yellow lantern right there. You can see it talks about the yellow lantern here. On the back it shows the other lanterns in the wave. I don't know if you can see them. If not, you can check the pictures out. We've got Luthor. We've got Indigo Tribe, Ray Palmer, and then Black Lantern Flash. I don't think that's Flash. I think it's Professor Zoom, isn't it? Should be Professor Zoom. He's dead. Black Flash, which I wonder if they're talking about the Reverse Speed Force Flash. Anyway, the interesting thing about this wave or these figures are, both of these are soon to be redone by Mattel in their own style to go with the DC Universe Classics. Now, one of the things that was a bit of controversy or a bit of hype had to do with the Scarecrow. And with the Scarecrow, and you can see here that he's got, of course, his base and his yellow lantern. That looks basically to be just a green lantern repainted. Okay, unlike the red lantern, which is an actually different styling. But a lot of people thought that when they started talking, Mattel started doing it, and they showed their pictures, and I had to be honest, I was kind of in the group, it looked as though Scarecrow had jeans on, whereas the Mattel one looked like he actually had a uniform, a regular spandex uniform on. As it turns out, and we'll see this here in just a second, you know, neither one of them had jeans. And for me, I actually think that this Scarecrow looks a whole lot different than the way, and it could just be the posing and the lighting, but he looks a whole lot different than the way he did in Solicitation. Now, okay, that had too many twist ties for my taste. He is very cool looking. I mean, this was a great design all the way around, not just for a figure, but the artist when he drew it. I mean, this is very, very cool. Got to get the razor blade out of there. You can see he's kind of got the hangman's noose. He's got his yellow lantern there. He's got his Scarecrow uniform with the Sinestro Corps normal colors. I mean, he's added his own flair to it, obviously. You can see now, down here, he does not have jeans on, which I actually think would have been kind of a cool idea, but he does have, like, pant legs. And I do hope they emulate that, because that is kind of neat. His feet actually move around in there, so that's actually jointed. His legs move. They move forward. There we go. Actually, is that a wrist move? Did that move, or was that his? Oh, it spins. Okay, his hand spins. His forearm spins. That's kind of neat. That's about as far as you're going to get him to. You hooga booga, hooga booga. I'm a Scarecrow. The head actually has a lot of movement, which is impressive because he's actually got a sack on his head, and they actually make it look like. I really can't tell where the sack is because of the rope. I mean, that's really a very neatly designed. The reason I say he looked a little bit different was he actually looked like he was hunched over more, and maybe it's just the design and I'd have to play with it to get it. But anyway, this is a very, very cool figure. I actually like him a lot. Now, on to Orange Lantern Lex Luthor, Avarice. This greedy, I think if to be honest, when they wrote this, I think that Luthor would have taken out LaFreeze. I mean, I think his greed would have taken him to the place that he'd have taken LaFreeze out, because he is far more intelligent, even though I'm sure the Avarice messed with him. All right, we have it's first Orange Lantern base I've seen. Of course, I haven't seen a LaFreeze figure, so that's a nice base. He only has one twist tie from what I can see. Thank you very much. His Orange Lantern seems to be pretty much identical to a Green Lantern and a Sinestro Corps lantern. So he's probably going to be covering the Red Lanterns. Now this is kind of a throwback to his Superpowers armor to me. That face in there, would his head turn? Because it's hard to see. Nah, it's hard. I had to grab him by his nose. I mean, the dude looks like he's gone wild. He does have a lot of articulation, it does seem. His arms, his wrist turns. It is clear. I don't know if you can tell that as much. It is very clear. I think that's going to be kind of neat all the way around. I'm curious to see what Mattel's going to do with it. Now his skirt keeps his legs from doing too much forward, or it might be the design. He does bend at the knees, and the feet actually look like they should do some turning. Yeah, they do. Okay. This is a very cool looking figure. I mean, it almost reminds me a little bit of Iron Man armor as well. But so this is kind of a throwback to his Superpowers armor, and it really, really looks nice. Evidently, he liked the design, and so when he got his hands on the ring, that was the first thing that came to mind. In the center of his chest, you can kind of see the spiral. He's got some tubing going there. I don't know what you need that for on a translucent armor that was created by your ring, but this is actually a neat figure. But dude, they made him look crazy. I mean, he looks like he's gone wild. So there you have it. We've got Orange Lantern Lex Luthor. We've got Sinestro Corps Scarecrow. That they look, and I happen to have Mira here with the Red Lantern Mira. So we've got the Deputy Lanterns, 3 of them together, partying hard, making lots of noise. But this is actually kind of cool. I'm curious, now Mira's not going to be made by Mattel, but I am curious as to when Mattel comes out, and we'll do a review on those, but to see how they compare to these. Now obviously they're going to have more articulation, but DC Direct really did a good job capturing these figures, and I really, really do like them. Again, I wish they had more articulation, because in a sense they're just somewhat movable statues. But all in all, these are worthy. Head to your comic shop. If you're looking for a good comic shop, Enchanted Toy Chest Online is an excellent one. Or if you're in the Florida area, Collectors Comics, and I think they also have some stuff online as well. Well, thanks very much. This is Doc Owen with Action Figure Times. Hope you enjoyed looking at this Blackest Night Series 8, and we'll see you soon.